Today's video is about geometry formulas, and we're going to start with the area of a square. If you have a square, of course, every side is the same length. We're going to call that side length S. And to find the area, we just take that side length and square it. So S squared would be the area. And by the way, all areas are measured in square units. So if we want to find the area of this square, 4 by 4 inches, the area is just equal to 4 inches squared, which gives you 16 square inches. And we use that exponent of 2 to represent the square inches. Now, for this rectangle, a rectangle has a formula, area is equal to length times width. So in this particular rectangle, we want to take the length, which is 5.5 centimeters, and multiply it by the width of 2 centimeters. All right. Now, we know because it's area that we're going to get square centimeters for our answer. So if we say 5.5 times 2, we are going to get 11 square centimeters. Let's move on to the triangle. The area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. And so let's say we have this particular triangle where the height is 15 and the base is 24. We have the base is 24 centimeters times the height of 15 centimeters, all divided by 2. So 24 times 15 gives us 360 square centimeters divided by 2, which gives us 180 square centimeters. Now moving on to our next page. Here we have a circle. The line that goes through the center of the circle from one side of it to the other is called the diameter. The radius starts from the center of the circle and goes out to the outside of the circle, so it's just half of the radius. If we want to find the area of a circle, it's equal to pi times r squared. And what we're going to use for pi is 3.14. All right, so let's find the area. If the area is equal to pi r squared in this circle, we know the radius is 7. So the area is equal to 3.14 times 7 squared. All right, so let's do that out. Well, 7 squared, we have to do our parentheses first here. 7 squared, or I should say our exponents first. 7 squared is 49. So we have 3.14 times 49. And that gives us 153.86. And this is square inches. All right. Now, in this circle, we are given the diameter, but the radius is half of that. We need to know the radius. So half of 17 is 8.5. So to find the area, you're going to take 3.14 times 8.5 squared. So let's figure out what 8.5 squared is. And that is 72.25. And we multiply that by 3.14. And that gives us 226.865 square centimeters for the area of that circle. Now, perimeter is the distance around a figure, and the circumference is the perimeter of a circle, so the distance all the way around the outside of the circle. And there are 2 formulas for finding the circumference. One is if you know the radius, we would use the formula circumference is equal to 2 times pi times the radius. And if you know the diameter, you could compute the circumference by just taking pi times the diameter. So let's do this next one here. In this first circle where we want to find the circumference, we know the radius is 6.2 centimeters. All right. So we are going to use that first formula, C equals 2 pi r. So we're going to say C equals 2 times 3.14 times the radius of 6.2. And let's go ahead and compute that. So we have 2 times 3.14 times 6.2, and we end up with 38.936. Now this is just centimeters because this is the distance around the outside of the circle. This is not the area. Okay, now for this next circle, we know the diameter, so we're going to use the formula pi times diameter. Diameter is 8 centimeters, so C equals pi times that diameter. So in other words, we're going to take 3.14 times that 8 centimeters. And that gives us a circumference of 25.12 centimeters. Okay? All right, thank you very much for joining me. We'll see you next time.